Hello, my name is Adonis, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing What Do They Secretly Want to Tell You spread for all of my fellow Virgos out there. So, let's get after it. Alright, here we go. Sun, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards that I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell all of my Virgos out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Virgos out there? Show me the cards that I need to see. There you go. There you go. All right. It's good all the way up to the end. All right. So, anywho, this person, we got a Seven of Pentacles. So they put some things out there. This person has definitely, informed you, if you will, that they are definitely interested in pursuing a relationship. They put some things out there, so they're just kind of going to wait to see what kind of things ripen on that vine, if you will. Oh, just in case you guys sidetrack, want to know about these scratches on my arm here. I am a kickboxer, so I scuffed my arm up a little bit just to let you guys know, so nobody asks, "Oh my God, Adonis, you're all beat up. Who beat you up?" No, I beat up myself. All right. So, anyway, at any rate, this person's put some stuff out there, and they're just kind of waiting for those things kind of to ripen on that vine, so to speak. So, that's where they're at with that. Also got the High Priestess energy as well here. So this High Priestess energy is telling us, hey, this person, their intuition's kind of telling them, hey, they're kind of still in the game, Now, with that being said here, there is some problems going on here because we do have the Devil card here. So, they're quite possibly the reason why they're kind of worried is because I also believe along the way there's been some revelations about them, about this person. They have some type of addiction, whether it be opioid addiction, alcoholism, other types of addictions as well. And that's why they're a little nervous. That's why they're a little bit nervous, because these addictions have been revealed here. And, in a roundabout way here with the 10 of Wands, this person may themselves be responsible for kind of letting it out the bag, even if it's indirectly letting it out the bag, that they have some issues here, because I feel like this person wants to be transparent. They want to be forthwith about what's going on here, about their issues here. I also feel as though with the Six of Pentacles, this person is also a very generous person as well. They're very generous with their time. They're very generous with their energy, etc., etc. So this is the type of person that would volunteer like a food bank and like a homeless shelter. So even though they're kind of dealing with their own demons here, they're still willing to go out there and be very very helpful, very non-self-indulgent, if you will. They care about helping their fellow man here. Also, this person is moving very rapidly with the Knight of Wands, very rapidly towards their passions, if you will, which is you. Moving very rapidly towards their passions. So in other words, it's kind of like it's out there now. It's out there now. Now they can just move forward and kind of, see where this thing takes them. So they're very passionate about pursuing a relationship with you. And with the 9 of Cups, kind of can't blame them, because at least in their heart, hey, listen, this person fulfills my wishes, so my wishes will be fulfilled. So that's what's going on with that there. So with that being said here, let's see, what are the potential blockages? What are the potential blockages that this person be dealing with? What are the potential blockages we're talking about here? What type of potential blockages are we looking at here? What are the potential blockages are we looking at here? Show me the cards you need to see. Show me the cards you need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Quite a few. So first up, got the 7 of Swords. So, the potential here. Give me 1 second. The potential for this person to be engaging in some sneaky behavior, because they do have some addiction stuff going on. So it's like, wow, how do I know this person's not going to be engaging in some sneaky behavior? You know, how do I know? You know, so that is, again, got to go back to the question, what are the potential blockages? The blockages are that even though you've been upfront about your potential addictive issues here, you know, there is that worry, that concern here. We also got the Queen of Swords here. So Queen of Swords, I call this my no BS card. I call it my straight talk thing. Very logical, moving energy. However, on the flip side of that, the fact that this person was straight up with you is also somewhat problematic. You know, kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario here, at least for them, because, you know, since they were transparent and upfront, you know, you're like, wait a minute, okay, you know, and so there is that issue there. There also is the feeling here with the Seven of Wands here, that the feeling that they have the high ground here, because they were open and honest with you. You know, not necessarily, because forewarned is forearmed, and that may have made you want to take a step back a little bit. You know what I mean? So, and that's perfectly understandable, because not everybody wants to start off in a relationship from a deficit position. You know, and that should be completely understandable here as well. So as a result of this, there is this feeling this person has is with the Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. It's a very legitimate fear, very legitimate feeling of them being left out in the cold. And as a result of that, we have an Eight of Swords situation where they kind of sort of feel trapped. They feel like they're marginalized, their hands are tied behind their back, because they were open and they were honest about what was going on with them. And they just kind of gotta wait. I don't think the response from you was what was expected. But see, therein lies the thing. Just because a person's open and honest about, okay, this is an example I like to use all the time. So if a person says, hey, listen, I'm up front, at least I told you what was going on, right? I'll give you an example. I'll just personal example of my daughter. So a lot of times, of course, she has her opinion about something. So she says, well, at least I told you about this. I'm like, well, yeah, okay. So, and I may get a little upset about it. And it's like, well, at least I told you. That's like, yeah, you told me, but nevertheless, I still have the right to be upset about the situation. You know what I mean? I still have my, you know, I can still be a little bit upset about it. You know, doesn't mean I go overboard, but, you know, just because you told me something doesn't mean that I'm not still going to be a little upset. And that's what's happening here. Just because someone told you something does not necessarily mean you're not still going to be a little bit upset about a situation. And so, you know, this person lets you know, hey, I got some addiction issues. You're like, oh, okay. And they're like, okay, well, so what's up now? You're like, well, wait a minute. I'm glad you told me, and I'm glad everything's above board. But now you're of the mindset of, well, do I continue with this any further? Or do I move on to something else without less complications? So that's what's really going on here. Also, we have the Sun card here. Sun card representing, you know, basically you just want to be happy. You know, you just want to be happy, and they want to be happy. You know, and your happiness and their happiness may not exactly coexist in the same place, is what I'm seeing here. And finally here, we have the Sixth of Pentacles here, and you know, even though you are very courteous and up front, I get the feeling here that there's a feeling that you feel as though that's like that this person's put on giving you a false impression about who they are and what they're about, because they are so generous, they are so civic minded and things like that, they are so giving, that there's just this feeling. I'm not gonna say betrayal. I'm not going to go that far, but I do feel as if you have a sense of like, wow, you know, like, I wouldn't think a person like you would have an issue like this. Now, that may not be right, but that is a completely understandable human response. All right. So with that being said, let us see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? Here you go. So, number one, we got you're in great company. Okay? So, even if you do feel like, wow, I can't believe this, you know, you're in great company. A lot of people feel this way. A lot of people feel like, a lot of people judge a book by its cover. That's what I'm trying to say. And, sometimes you get surprised. Sometimes you get pleasantly surprised. Sometimes not so much. This is one of those cases where, you know, the prize wasn't so pleasant. So, but again, you're in great company. A lot of people, you know, feel the same way about this. There's no place like home. So what this card is really saying in terms of this reading here is, you know, all else fell, just kind of hold your cards close to the vest and just kind of like, you know, just kind of go with what you know, in other words. If you don't feel comfortable with this situation, it's okay. Just kind of, you know, balance yourself, focusing on what's best for you. Don't be guilt tripped either way. Don't be guilt tripped into thinking you got to go forward with this situation. You're obligated to do so. But, you know, again, maybe the time you need to take a little space for yourself to kind of reevaluate the situation here. And finally, here we have the magic zone. And the magic zone really subconsciously and consciously is where all of this really happens. And really maybe you want to ask for some spiritual guidance with this of exactly what you should do moving forward here. It's a complex situation, okay? But, again, you're in great company because a lot of people feel the exact same way when they find out a secret about someone that they had hidden. Not all the time when someone reveals something to you is it going to be taken the way that you expect, okay? That's just you know, that's just life. That's human emotion, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading. How complex it may be, still a general love reading. If this resonates with you and you want to know more about this particular situation, I will definitely leave a link down in the description box below. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's fine too. Just take those parts of this reading that do and disregard the rest. Also, if you have not already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. It really helps the channel, but more importantly, really helps the algorithm push my very unique style of tarot out there for others to enjoy as well. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.